Good morning to you. It's Tuesday morning and we are getting cracking today. Today we are looking at marketing. We're looking at our marketing plans for the next 12 months. Really important at the beginning of the year that you take time out to really plan and strategize about how you're going to achieve your objectives and your goals that you've set. So we've got our goals, we've got objectives in place, we know what we want to do as a business, achieve as a business. However, of course, we need to grow our business. For that, we need more sales, and to get more sales, we need more leads, more lead gen, more prospects, etc. For that, we need marketing. So marketing is a big part of what we're going to be doing this year. We always do a lot of marketing, you have to. However, this year we've been really systematic in it. We're going to put in real systems and processes around our content generation and how we use that content in order to leverage our business. The lovely Maya is heading over here as we speak, and we will be thrashing that out for the rest of the day. Here's the thing, there's no point having marketing goals for marketing goals' sake. Your marketing is to deliver upon your sales objectives, and your sales objectives are to deliver upon your overall strategy for business growth this year. Get your business growth goals in place, then look at your strategy for how you're going to achieve that, then look at the sales activity, then look at the marketing you need to feed that activity. Too many people do marketing for the sake of marketing. They do websites because they think they should, they do social media because they think they should. We also fall foul of this. However, this year for us, everything we're doing has to make sense, it has to deliver, it has to fit the overall strategy of what we're trying to do this year in terms of our business growth. It stops you having to run around like a headless chicken. It means you can be more effective, do more of what is working, less of what isn't working, and you don't have to run yourself ragged all over the place. You can be super efficient and super effective. Anyway, I'll check in just a little bit. Have an awesome day. The sun is out again. What a wonderful day. And I'm going to enjoy that a little bit today. Take the dogs for a walk, and I'll check in with you in just a little bit. Time for me to move on now. I've got to carry on working on with my plans for the big kickoff event tomorrow for Success Groups. I'm guessing we're expecting like 60 people or so turning up tomorrow. Big 5-hour event. We do this every January and every September. It's to blow the cobwebs off the Christmas period and the summer holidays. Tomorrow is going to be really kick-ass actually. I'm going to ask them to go quite deep in terms of their own themselves, and also I'm going to ask or give them a challenge that is definitely going to be challenging. So I'll share that with you tomorrow as it starts to unfold. Getting back to you more about marketing, what we're looking at today, we're looking at systems and processes, I said earlier, for how we can get this working really efficiently and effectively. Now, when we first started off our business, people were saying to us, we've got to do video and YouTube, and you've got to do Twitter, and you've got to take the videos and convert them into blogs, and take the blogs and convert them into memes, and convert them to this, and convert them to tweets, and convert. Oh my God, it's exhausting, right? However, once you start to get more established in your business and you start to have a little bit of cash in your pocket, it becomes much more doable and achievable because you can start outsourcing some of this stuff. So when you look at your systems and processes, it's really important to understand that parts of that system and process for everything you do in your business, but today we're looking at marketing, you need a team of people. You need people. Now, these might be people you employ like we do, or it could be some people you outsource like we do as well. It could be some partners, joint ventures, whatever it might be. But understand that different people have different skill sets and they have different focuses and everything else. You can leverage that and utilize that in order to be super efficient. For me, my job is really simple. I've been trying to work out is how do I repurpose the content that I'm already producing. So we're running like 90 minutes of live session in Success Groups online. We're running another 60 minutes of recorded session into online. We do an hour at least of Q&A per month. I'm also launching a podcast, which I've alluded to. I've got 2 in the bank. I'm going to do a couple more, and then we're going to launch that probably in the springtime. And all of this stuff is stuff we're doing anyway. We're generating that big content, like hours worth, hour and a half's worth of content and video, and it's repurposing that. Now, for me to go through each of those videos, like hours and hours worth every single month, and break them down into snippets, it's just too time-consuming, overwhelming, and it's just not practical for our business for me to be doing that. So I get other people to do that. So I've got Simon, who does all my editing of all my videos. He does all of the cutting of my videos down. He's going to strip all the audios out for the podcast, etc. It's really important that you do leverage other people. Number one, he's just better at this than I am, and number two, this is what he does. I do what I do, he does what he does. It makes sense to give Simon that work to do. It makes sense that Maya takes control of the systems and processes, takes control of the distribution. It doesn't make sense, for example, for Maya to actually put that stuff out on social media. It makes more sense for somebody else to distribute that content, for them to do that, and for Maya to use her time on strategy and overall planning and making sure everything's holding together in terms of how it's delivering the leads that we need in order to grow our business. Does this make sense? Leverage other people in your systems and processes. I know it's scary. I know it can freak people out. I know if you're a control freak, you want to do everything yourself. The truth of the matter is, as your business grows, you just can't do it. And if you do try and do everything yourself, then something else is going to pay the price. So when I'm sitting there posting on YouTube, or I'm posting on Instagram, or whatever it might be, or taking my video and breaking that video down, I should be doing something else, right? I should be doing something much higher value in my business, like selling or delivering the main content or running the sessions or doing the strategy for our business growth. That's where I should be spending my time, maybe writing the books, etc. Not on the day-to-day activity that I can get other people who are better at that, who specialize in that, to do for me. So that's a big part of what we're doing there. Mapping out the whole system, mapping out the whole process, mapping out what content is already available to us without me having to go out and do more content. And then how do you take that content, repurpose that content? Simon's an absolute expert at this. Repurposing that content, breaking it down, using it on multiple platforms, and using it all to drive awareness of who you are, to give value to your customers, to win your customers over, the know, like, trust campaign, for them to get to know you, and ultimately, of course, it's to grow your business down the line. So here's the thing. Write your systems and processes out, look at it all, don't get overwhelmed, plug people in. What you should be doing is running the system, not delivering within each aspect of the system. I'm going to deliver at the top end. We've got Maya, who's going to be monitoring through the process, and I swear to God, as a company, we are not touching at any point. We have other people to do every part of it. What we're doing is generating the content and running the system, running the process. It's really efficient, it's really effective, and it makes much better use of your time to go out and do what you need to do to grow your business. Right, I'm going to get on the plan that session for tomorrow night. It's going to be a whopper. I'll check in with you just a little bit and maybe share a sneak preview of what's coming up in that session.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, so I'm going to call it a night. It is late. I'll be honest with you, putting the final touches to the big event we're running tomorrow evening. I just want to make it as good as I possibly can. So I've gone back and kind of revised a lot of what I already had planned. I've still got a few bits and pieces to do tomorrow before we actually turn up to the event. However, I wanted to do what I needed to do today in order to finish today feeling like I was confident that I was in a good place to complete it all tomorrow in time to lay on a smashing event. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, then you have to put the hours in. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. I've got to get up at about 9, so I've got a little bit of a lay in, so it's not the end of the world. I will check in with you tomorrow. Awesome day coming up. I'll share some of the event with you as well. We've got I found today 75 or something of our members turning up tomorrow, so it'll be a really nice event. A lot of team building, bring them together, a little bit of rah-rah to kind of get them stirred and get them fighting for what they want in 2019. However, we're not about short-term kind of bursts anymore. We're not about short-term fixes. It's really about setting off our whole campaign for 2019. And I want you to have the same mindset for yourself. You know, it's good to stir the pot. It's good to have a bit of a rah-rah. It's good to have, I don't know, a bit of a chest beat and everything else. However, those things are short-lived by nature, and what you need to do is make sure you've got processes, systems, you've got practices, you've got habits in place that you do on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, in order to keep yourself firing on all cylinders for the long term. Your goals are going to take 365 days this year to achieve. You need to stick to them for 365 days, and you're going to do that by being disciplined, by being committed, and also doing the work you need to in here in order to stay on track. If you struggle with that, and the chances are you do, because it's just what it is to be human, that's why we exist, right? That's why success groups exist. That's why our masterminds exist. It's to help those people who are truly ambitious, who are already like really pushing themselves forward, just to stay on track and to make sure they're setting the right goals, and to make sure that they keep putting in the effort, the energy, the focus that they need to do in order to achieve those goals, and also to help themselves get out of their own way on that journey. And tomorrow is about kicking off our 2019 adventures. More about that tomorrow. Have an awesome one. Hope you did all you needed to do today to move you, your life, and your business forward. I'll check in with you then.